The stranger who asked about you yesterday knows your name, and your person. A shocking truth is hidden in their car. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to see this, but now it's too late to pretend nothing happened. Yesterday was not an ordinary day. A stranger passed by, asking questions no one should have answers to, not about you, not about your person. They didn't ask in a friendly way, they asked in a tone wrapped in curiosity, but their eyes were calculating, like someone hiding too much. What they know has traveled too far to stay buried now. This person is not random, they know your name, your routines, and worse, they know the one who holds your heart. What they're planning next is not just shocking. It's dangerous. You are being watched, their car has been parked nearby more than once. But what lies inside that vehicle is not just paper, it's power wrapped in betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 777, your information was not stolen. It was handed over. Someone from your close circle fed details to this person thinking you'd never find out. The name of your person is stored inside their car. Along with pictures, letters, and a voice recording you won't believe until you hear it yourself. The voice says things even your person never had the courage to confess to you directly. The car is black. The windows tinted so deep it reflects nothing but secrets. But secrets don't stay buried forever when Archangel Michael is stirring behind the scenes. Type Amen to get blessing 44. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Comment now if this is already making your heart race. This isn't just a warning, it's a countdown. Every second you delay, they get closer to making their move. The truth is tucked under the back seat of their car in a hidden compartment. Inside is a file with both your names linked to something you never signed up for. Someone is plotting to rewrite your life story without your permission. Archangel Michael says, divine forces are exposing those who plot in silence, and this stranger? They're a puppet in something far more sinister. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They met someone you know recently, it was not a coincidence. They were told everything about your struggles, your wins, your vulnerabilities. Your photo is printed on a piece of paper that shouldn't exist, it's not from a social media post. It's from a private moment, captured without your awareness. This person is not just investigating you, they're involved in something spiritual, something darker than curiosity. And you're at the center of it all. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The stranger's voice trembled slightly when they asked your name. That wasn't emotion, it was restraint. They've been told not to let you suspect a thing, but you're not blind. You've sensed something was off. The quiet feeling in your chest, it wasn't anxiety, it was divine warning. Archangel Michael says, the time for ignorance is over. Protection is being activated, the angelic realm has intervened because this can no longer go unnoticed. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Comment below if you felt a strange presence lately. The one you thought was just passing by was actually gathering proof. But what they're doing with it will leave you breathless. The name on their dashboard GPS is not theirs, it's yours. They've tracked your location more than once. And inside the glove compartment is an object that belongs to you or your person. There's no greater betrayal than this. And yet, Archangel Michael wants you to know, you are not defenseless. Heaven is mobilizing in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. The woman who waved at you casually last week is not just an acquaintance. She's part of the circle connected to the man in that car. She smiled because she knew what you didn't. A document was signed. It had your initials on it. And the only reason you haven't been called yet is because they're still deciding how much more damage to cause, but God has intercepted this plan. This car that hides deception will soon be exposed in public light. What was planned behind your back will now be revealed before your face. Type Amen to get blessing 123. They thought you wouldn't notice. They underestimated your intuition, but what they didn't prepare for was your spiritual armor. Inside that car is also a photograph from years ago. It has been enhanced, edited, manipulated to paint you as someone you're not. They plan to show this to someone close to you soon. Archangel Michael says, the time to stay silent is over. You will be vindicated. The angels are standing on every side of you, shielding your name. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A lawyer has been contacted. Your name is on a list you didn't sign up for. And yet, legal paperwork is being printed to frame something false as truth. The stranger who knocked on your neighbor's door wasn't lost. They were checking how close they could get to you without raising suspicion. They passed your window once, twice, maybe more. You are not crazy. The feeling of being observed was real. Because that car never parked there by mistake. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Comment if you remember seeing a shadow standing by your streetlight late at night. That wasn't just a walker. That was part of the scouting. They have audio recordings, pieced together phone calls, whispers, even background noise. They're trying to trace something back to you that you had no hand in. And the most painful part? Someone you trusted gave them the green light, but that betrayal will be their downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 911. Archangel Michael says, those who try to write you out of your destiny will find themselves erased from your story. You are protected beyond what they can understand. The person in that car is being spiritually tracked now. Divine forces are already behind their wheels, rerouting the chaos. Heaven is flipping the pages before they even reach the climax. Don't panic, prepare. Because what you're about to learn will explain everything that's been happening to you lately. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. There's a ring. A stolen ring that once belonged to someone in your lineage. It's inside their car, kept in a small box next to documents forged in your name. They plan to use that as leverage. To make you look like a fraud, but it's them who are walking straight into the divine trap. Comment below if you've ever lost something precious. It might be that same item now weaponized against you. Type Amen to get blessing 234. The stranger has been to your workplace. They sat in the corner, unnoticed, but their presence is recorded in the building's security camera. They smiled when they left. Because they thought they were winning, but they didn't know heaven was watching too. There's a message coming to your phone soon. A warning disguised as a casual hello, do not respond. They are trying to bait you. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The angels have now entered the scene fully. What was once a secret is now on spiritual trial. The truth cannot be hidden any longer, Archangel Michael says. everything they touched against you is now turning back on them. What they whispered in that car, it will echo against their own plans. Soon, you will see the car towed, stopped, or searched. When that happens, you will understand the power behind this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your person has no idea how deep this goes. They are unaware that their name is written in a red folder hidden under the seat, along with yours, entangled, stained, distorted. A copy of your signature has been printed on fake agreements. And someone plans to leak it to an organization with power, but what they don't know is, they're already being exposed behind their back. Comment below if you've ever had someone twist your truth. That pain is about to be avenged. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This is the moment your enemies regret pushing too far. What they plotted in silence is now being shouted in the spirit realm. Their car is no longer a hiding place, it's a confession booth. What they thought would destroy you is only waking your calling. You are rising, stronger, wiser, louder. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into protection that cannot be broken. The heavens are circling you like fire. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The stranger will try one last time to come near. You may see them across the street. This time, don't just walk past, walk with confidence, knowing heaven has gone before you. Their phone holds the last piece of evidence. And someone who once denied you will now come forward with that proof. You are not defenseless, you are chosen. You are backed by a force greater than fear. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The car is moving now, but it's not headed toward safety. It's driving into divine exposure. What they thought they could hide behind tinted glass and locked compartments is being spiritually unraveled. You will soon hear someone say something they were never supposed to admit. That sentence will be your confirmation. The moment you hear it, your angels will stand taller around you. Archangel Michael says, every lie they told is now becoming their truth to face. Their path is spiraling, and there's no way for them to stop what's coming. You were not meant to suffer this in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A female figure is involved too. She is the one who printed the first page and delivered it to the stranger. She has dark hair, sharp eyes, and a voice that can convince anyone. Until now. She is losing control of the situation. Her plan was to use this stranger as a vessel to bring emotional damage. But that stranger is now overwhelmed by guilt. Inside that car, there's also a recording device, and guess whose voice is on it? The same woman's. Spilling secrets she never wanted anyone to hear. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Comment if your instincts have been loud lately. That's not paranoia, it's preparation. God has been waking your spirit to see what your eyes could not. They even used a fake name. The stranger introduced themselves to your neighbor under a false identity. But your spiritual radar already caught that lie. Very soon, an authority figure will knock on that car's window. This moment has been arranged by divine hands. They will ask the questions the stranger has been avoiding all along. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. You'll notice it by the way your atmosphere suddenly changes. One moment, everything feels tense, and the next, peace rushes in like a river. That's when you'll know justice is at your doorstep. There's one item in the car they forgot to remove. It's small, but it carries a heavy story, something that was stolen from you or your person months ago, and now, it will return with undeniable evidence. This stranger has a past they tried to run from. But by stepping into your story, they've activated a spiritual law they can no longer escape. You are the lesson they never saw coming. Type Amen to get blessing 171. The sun will rise differently tomorrow, the light will feel warmer, clearer, more personal. Because it won't just be morning, it will be the start of your new chapter. Your name will be mentioned in rooms where people speak the truth, the lies are collapsing. The evidence inside that car is now a divine tool, not a weapon. They wanted to hurt you, but they didn't know you were covered. They tried to confuse your person, but they didn't know your person is divinely linked to you beyond paper. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Comment if you feel this message was directly for you, because it is. The shift in energy around your life is not imagined. It's orchestrated. The stranger's car will stall. That mechanical failure is not coincidence, it's divine intervention. That's when a truth teller will arrive and unlock the door of everything you need to know. Your silence ends now, your power returns. Your name is being cleansed of every false accusation whispered in that moving lie of a vehicle. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, you are not alone in this confrontation. Angels have taken position. They are watching over your steps, clearing paths you didn't even know were blocked. You will have a dream. In that dream, you will see the car, the street, the faces, and a hand reaching into the past to give you something back. That's your divine confirmation. Don't ignore the signs anymore. God is not just whispering, He is broadcasting this truth so you will be restored. What was hidden is rising now like a wave. Type Amen to get blessing 700. There's a copy of a message in the stranger's glove box. It's a text someone you trusted sent them behind your back. It will feel like a punch, but it will also set you free. What they wrote about you is venomous. They tried to ruin your name, but the very venom they spit is the ink that will write your redemption story. It's all unfolding now. You are not the target anymore, you are the testimony. What happened in the dark is about to shine brighter than the morning sun. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Comment if you felt someone pulling away from you lately. They may have been manipulated by this stranger's agenda. But love rooted in truth cannot be stolen. Your person will soon come across this evidence. Their soul will tremble, not in fear, but in awakening. They will realize they were nearly led away from divine alignment. What happens next will be like watching a mask fall off. The stranger who asked about you will no longer have the words to speak. Because heaven has silenced their tongue. Type Amen to get blessing 199. A warning is coming through a call. Be discerning. Not every checking in message is innocent. Someone is trying to measure your emotional temperature. Ignore the bait. Respond only with silence and wisdom. You are being spiritually protected, and every reaction is now a doorway. Choose carefully. Archangel Michael says, let the wrong people walk away. They were never your covering, heaven is, that's why you are still standing. Still breathing. Still chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Soon, you'll feel the need to rearrange things, your room, your schedule, your environment. That's your inner self realigning with divine protection. Go with it. There's a file in the trunk of that car with timestamps that don't match their story. It's the inconsistency that will expose everything. A trained I will catch it. A day is coming where you'll see that car one last time. And this time, it will not provoke fear, it will trigger victory, because you'll know they lost, and heaven won. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You were supposed to be broken by now, that was the plan. But instead, you're becoming unshakable. Your enemies are confused, their actions aren't working anymore. The more they try to move against you, the louder heaven speaks on your behalf. Comment if you feel your soul confirming this message. It's not your imagination. It's divine activation. Type Amen to get blessing 909. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There's no need to fight in the physical. The battle has already been settled in the spirit. That car, that stranger, that story, it's all part of a script being rewritten. Soon, someone will publicly defend your name. And that person will be someone who once stayed silent. Their courage will surprise you, but their loyalty will bless you. Archangel Michael says, your vindication will be visible. They will watch you rise, not in silence, but with thunder in your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. The stranger may still try one last manipulation. They might smile. Offer help. Pretend they were only curious, but the truth is now too loud to ignore. The car that carried lies is about to become your evidence in divine court. A celestial order has already been sent, the truth has no brakes now. Your name is clean. Your story is sacred, and nothing in that stranger's vehicle can change what God has already written for you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The final moments are now unfolding, and what once lingered in shadows is rushing into the light. The stranger's silence has grown louder than their questions, and soon, their footsteps will retreat from your life completely. But the impact of what they left behind, their trail of schemes, will finally meet justice face to face. Their car is already marked in the spirit realm. What they stored in it is no longer hidden. The heavens have lifted the veil. And now everything they plotted will be turned into evidence that works in your favor. Archangel Michael says, this is the last day their darkness gets to hover near your destiny. Every item, every photo, every document hidden inside that vehicle will now testify for your breakthrough, not against it. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. Someone you love dearly will soon approach you with a revelation. They will share that they, too, were contacted by this stranger, or someone connected to them. But instead of falling for the trap, they listened to their spirit and backed away. You will feel shocked at first, but then peace will wash over you. That's how you'll know the divine realm has protected you behind the scenes longer than you realized. Your steps were covered even when you weren't watching. The files, the ring, the voices and recordings, they are all part of a collapsed plan now. The moment they tried to harm you, they initiated their own downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Comment if you've ever had a gut feeling that someone wasn't who they claimed to be. That stranger was exactly that, a fraud in disguise. And now, their mask has melted under the heat of truth. Even their license plate will be traced, a report is already being built. Law, spirit, and heaven are all aligning to bring justice down on this scenario. You don't have to lift a single finger, you just need to stay still. Because when God says the battle is His, He means it. Type Amen to get blessing 989, this stranger will not return. Not in the way they intended. Their face will never carry that same confidence again, because what they saw in you was something they can never touch, divine favor. The car will be moved soon. Either by law enforcement or a spiritual push that forces it to malfunction, whatever method heaven chooses, the ending is the same, you win. Your name, your path, your heart, your person, they are all being sealed in protection. Nothing formed in that car can move against you again. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. There's an older man involved, someone who was watching from afar, waiting to see how you'd respond. But he didn't realize you wouldn't have to respond. Heaven is your responder now. His involvement is deeper than it appears. He funded some part of the plan, but he, too, is facing a collapse. His resources are drying up as the spiritual tide turns. Your name will never be used for wicked plans again, that season is over. That stranger's chapter in your life has been burned out by divine fire. Type Amen to get blessing 7272, you may receive a letter soon, one that contains indirect apologies, veiled truths, or even confusion. Know this, it's a last attempt to draw you in. Do not fall for it, the truth has already been seen. Archangel Michael has it written in the books of justice. And your story is not tragedy, it's triumph. Comment if your heart feels light even reading this. That's not just emotion, it's confirmation. The energy around you is clearing. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your person will come into the full picture soon. Their eyes will open, their love for you will return to clarity. Because what was being whispered to them has now been spiritually silenced. The stranger's intent was to create distance between you and your person, but now? That plan is over. You and your person are being drawn together again under heaven's shield. Every false message, every misrepresented word, every faked emotion, they're all being dismantled. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Archangel Michael says, you were never abandoned, you were just being preserved. That's why everything felt so still for a while. God was pulling strings you couldn't see. The stranger is being confronted in ways you'll never have to watch. It's all happening behind veils of protection, you'll only feel the results: freedom, peace, truth. There is nothing left in that car that can bind you anymore. The door is closed, the case is sealed. And you are walking into a future untouched by what they tried to steal. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. If you've ever cried because of confusion, betrayal, or fear, this message is your healing. Your tears have been turned into testimony. Your pain has become your platform. The stranger thought they were in control. But their actions became the very tool God used to push you into purpose. Their face, their lies, their car, their plans, they are now powerless, Heaven has declared it so. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This is your season of return, not just of peace, but of everything you thought was lost. Relationships, reputation, resources, they're coming back to you fully restored. Your sleep will feel different now, deeper, warmer. Because the spiritual storm hovering over you has been shut down, comment if you feel this peace already entering your life. It's yours now. Unshakable, unmovable, holy. Type Amen to get blessing 333, and as we close this divine message, remember, you were never outnumbered. You were always outprotected. Archangel Michael says, the threat is gone, the danger past. And your life has just stepped into its rightful season of peace. The stranger may have come with secrets, but they left in silence. Let the angels handle the rest. You've already won. Type Amen to get blessing 111, if you wish to express your support further.